Alright everybody, today's a really exciting day. This is the first piece of fan mail I've ever received, and I decided I'm going to open it live on camera just for you guys. Whew. Here goes. Let's take a trip back 15 years to 2008. The Nintendo Wii had just come out, and Nintendo was using their new online functions to sell games through the internet. These games didn't require a disc and could be downloaded straight to the hardware. Using the Wii Shop Channel, Nintendo sold a ton of games through its online store. When booting up the store, you're prompted with multiple options, one of them being WiiWare. The titles released on WiiWare were apparently developed with the Wii in mind, because thank goodness some of these didn't show up elsewhere. But as a kid, I never really had any money. And some things never really change. So on the off chance that I somehow added money to my Wii Shop Channel, I picked up a couple WiiWare games. Not a whole lot, but a couple. One of those games was Bomberman Blast. Now, Bomberman is a series I've always enjoyed. I haven't really scratched the surface of titles though, saying as there is over 50 games and I've maybe only played 7 of them. But nonetheless, the strategic blow up your friends and hide gameplay makes Bomberman one of my favorite video game series of all time. Now, if you've played a few Bomberman games, you know that some of them have a campaign that has you blowing up enemies to move on to the next stage. And for a while, that was always the main focus, with multiplayer being a side mode. But as time passed, the developers realized that multiplayer is where the Bomberman series shines. And honestly, in my opinion, I think that is for the better. So, with multiplayer being the reason I play Bomberman, I take one look at this title screen and already know this is going to be everything I want it to be. Bomberman Blast likes to shake up the main formula of Bomberman by throwing in map gimmicks, multiple game modes, and new items to keep each battle feeling fresh. Now, I don't know a whole lot about it, but I do know the Japanese version does have a story mode. I can imagine it's the same thing as other Bomberman story modes, but the North American version doesn't, so I'm not even going to talk about it. And due to the fact that this is a region-specific 2008 download-only WiiWare title, I'll probably just have to accept and live with the fact that I probably unfortunately won't ever be able to play it. But never mind that, let's talk about the game modes. First up we have Normal, which is just Bomberman. Your goal is to blow up the blocks in front of you, grab power-ups, and battle your way over to the remaining players and be the last one standing. To help this mode stand out to other Bombermans, Blast offers a wider variety of power-ups including jetpacks, shields, and much more. There isn't really much else to say about Normal mode other than what I already have, so next up we have Countdown. Now, Countdown is pretty neat. How it works is every player has their blast radius maxed out and it's your goal to blow up the other players. Once a player gets blown up, instead of dying, they have a countdown above their head. It is then their goal to pass it on as quickly as possible because once that timer runs out, they're out for good with no option to recover. Next up we have Teams. I'd like you to make a wild guess at what this game mode could be. Pair up in teams and make sure you and your buddies are the last one standing. I mean, what else do you want me to say? After Teams, we have King. Now this one's a neat little mode. A crown spawns in on the map and it's your goal to grab it. Once you have the crown, you'll have to keep it until the round finishes. So there's plenty of strategies that go into this one. Do you rush for the crown or do you sit back and try and wait till the end? Either way, this is definitely one of my favorite game modes and I would love to see it make a comeback someday. Last but not least, we have Air Raid. In this game mode, bombs drop from the sky and it's your goal to stay alive the longest. When each bomb hits the ground, you can see its blast radius, which you would think would make it easy. But watch out, when more than one bomb drops, remember, it can set off another one, making it difficult to tell when the bombs are going to go off. Now, while each game mode offers a different twist and level of strategy to the Bomberman formula, the more you play this game, the more you start to appreciate single-player mode. And while I will always prefer Bomberman with friends, Bomberman alone with just computers starts to get a tad bit lonely after a while. Now, this game did have an answer to that. It used to support online play, but obviously that's long shut down. Adding new game modes and power-ups, honestly, I think is perfect for a Bomberman game like this one, because when it launched, it was only 1,000 Wii points. That's the equivalent to $10. For a $10 Bomberman game, this was everything you could have asked for, and honestly, for a price like that, a story mode wasn't really needed. This was meant to be a fun pick-up-and-play multiplayer title to experience with your friends, and I'm glad I picked it up, because I can say with all honesty that this is my favorite Bomberman game. New modes, new power-ups, and fun, simple gameplay. Bomberman Blast doesn't try too hard to be something it's not, and it knows where its strong suits are. But remember, it was a $10 game, so don't expect to get hours upon hours of gameplay out of it, especially if you're alone.
This package arrived for you. I think it's from fans.
Oh no, not... Wait. You know, Ethan did eat the last bagel this morning, so watching him explode might fit the crime. Also, anything's funnier when it happens to someone else, so... Huh. You know what? You can have it.
Really? Sweet! A Switch! You get some good fans. See you.